I found a message in a bottle that ruined my marriage and solved a 15-year-old mystery. I never expected a beach clinic to change my life, but there I was at 6 a.m. on a foggy Saturday, picking up trash along the Oregon coast with my daughter's environmental club. My husband had laughed when I set the alarm. Good luck with the teenagers and seaweed, he'd mumbled before rolling over 3 hours in. My trash bag was half full of plastic straws and cigarette butts when I spotted something wedged between two rocks, an old glass bottle with a cork stopper, surprisingly intact. My daughter Emma squealed, drawing a small crowd of excited teens. Open it. The cork was stubborn but eventually gave way. I carefully extracted the paper with tweezers from Emma's science kit. The handwriting was faded but legible. If you find this, please know I didn't jump. David pushed me after I told him about the baby. Tell my sister Lily I am sorry, minus Meredith Clark. The 8th of July, 2008. My hands started shaking so badly I nearly dropped the bottle. David Clark was my husband of 12 years, the David who coached Emma's soccer team every Tuesday, the David who always remembered to buy my favorite ice cream, the David whose first wife had tragically committed suicide by jumping off Lighthouse Point Puritans exactly where I was standing. Emma was staring at me. Are you okay? You look really pale. It's nothing, I managed, folding the note and slipping it into my pocket. Just sad, someone trying to be funny with a fake message. I somehow made it through the rest of the clinic. My mind raced through 100 possibilities, part-take coincidence, sick prank, mistaken identity. But one detail kept circling back. David had never mentioned his first wife was pregnant. Back home, I waited until Emma left for her friend's house before confronting him. He was in the garage organizing fishing gear for an upcoming trip. I found something today, I said, holding out the note with trembling fingers. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like. David's face drained of color as he read it. For a moment, his expression was completely unrecognizable. Peridot like a mask had slipped. Where did you get this? He whispered. Does it matter? Is it true? My voice sounded strange, like it belonged to someone else. It was an accident, he said slowly. She was hysterical, making threats, standing too close to the edge. I just wanted her to stop screaming. I barely pushed her. The casual way he said it made my blood run cold. 15 years of marriage, and I was looking at a stranger. She was pregnant, I said. She said she was, he corrected. She'd lie about anything by then, the drinking, the pills, where she'd been all night. I backed away, reaching for my phone. I am calling the police. With what evidence? He smiled sadly. A note in a bottle that could have been written by anyone. That's been floating in the ocean for 15 years. Think about Emma, about what this would do to her. For 3 days, I lived in the same house with him, sleeping in the guest room with a chair against the door. I told him I needed time to think. On the 4th day, I drove to Portland and knocked on the door of a small apartment. The woman who answered had David's eyes. Lily? I asked. Lily Clark? I am David's wife. I need to talk to you about your sister. Her face crumpled. You found her note, didn't you? One of the bottles finally made it to shore. One of the bottles? Meredith sent dozens, Lily explained, tears streaming down her face. She knew what David was capable of. She'd been documenting the abuse for months, sending me letters, photos. The day she died, she called to tell me she was pregnant and finally leaving him. She was going to mail me something important that afternoon. 2 weeks later, David was arrested based on Lily's evidence and a police search of our home that uncovered Meredith's hidden journal in the attic turret exactly where Lily said it would be yesterday. Emma and I moved into a small apartment near the beach. This morning, I received a call from a family in Washington. They'd found another bottle with another note. Same handwriting. Same truth. Some people throw bottles into the ocean hoping for a miracle. Others discover that sometimes the sea returns exactly what needs to be found.